Introducing to you first, on my left, he is fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with neon green trim, hailing from Camue, Puerto Rico. He weighed in at 146 pounds. His record, 13 wins, 4 losses, with 11 big wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing the hard-hitting Anthony Clubman Mercado. His opponent across the ring is fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with black trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida by way of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. He weighed in at 144.5 pounds, undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 19 wins, no losses, 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing the undefeated Michel La Zarza Rivera. Our referee in charge now to give instructions, Edward Collantes.
Okay, fighters, you receive your instructions in the dressing room. Belt line's good, belt line's good. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, suerte.
And if you're just joining us as we jump over here to FS1, Brian Kenny with Lennox Lewis, former heavyweight champion, trainer of champion Joe Goosen. Heidi Androl is here. And Marcos Villegas already put to the test early on our previous fight with Anthony Cuba, Diego Elizondo. Marcos scored it one way, judges scored it another way, and we have a draw to open things up. There's Michel Rivera, there's Anthony Mercado, and we are ready to go. And Joe Goosen, I'm not losing my mind. I think anybody looking at this and you say, wow, it's the haircut, and then when you watch him fight, I mean, anybody would want to be compared to Felix Trinidad, but we're not losing our minds, right?
No, he hears it all the time, because when we said, hey, who do you think we think you remind us? He goes, Trinidad, because everyone says it to him, because he does. He has a lot of similarities. And I will tell you, once he gets going in the ring, if Mercado allows him to do it, he actually can fight like Trinidad in a similar way. Not exactly the same, but he's really good. He's really talented in the ring.
Listen, you say Trinidad, but he has flashes of Muhammad Ali too. He's wearing Muhammad Ali type trunks, and he said that people always say that he looks like Muhammad Ali or boxes like Muhammad Ali and Felix Trinidad. But he
good right hand there immediately. Sorry, Lennox, go ahead. I just wanted a good right hand and body work already by Rivera.
That's right. You know what I liked what he did with that body work that you pointed out, Brian, was he keeps that right hand up really high, and that's a good thing to do, because a lot of times when you dip down to throw that left hook to the body, guys automatically go to the hook against you, and if you got that right hand down, you're going to get clipped. That's a smart fighter that does that.
Yeah, he has to be careful as well when he throws that left hook to the body, because Mercado is a good right hand puncher, so he hasn't thrown any punches yet, but he's getting warmed up.
And nice right hand there by Rivera to land already. And Lennox, I'm glad you brought that up, because the shorts are a little shorter. They're that white and black. That is a very late 60s sort of look there by Rivera as well. Oh, look at the uppercut. 2 hooks coming in from Rivera.
Well, actually, Rivera pointed that out. He also said, I look like Trinidad, but I dress like Ali. So, you're
well, any movie producer out there now, and you're looking to cast, and look, they're always looking to do movies about that era. This could be the guy you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, right now, the other thing I noticed in the ring, and it kind of surprised me, is just how much bigger
Mercado is.
Yeah, Mercado is than Rivera. He's a big guy. He's a little reckless sometimes. I watch tape on him. He drops his hands a little bit when he punches. They said they tried to clean that up as he got hit with the right hand by Rivera on the counter, but he's got a real strong right hand. He's a big boy for 140 pounds.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Mercado, and he loves to get in there and bang, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to work his way in and get close to Rivera so he can throw either the left hook or the right hand, which he loves to favor so much.
Nice combination there. Third punch landed for Mercado as he came through, and he was able to land a few body shots, but so far Rivera has shown the class. And that's not the end of the round, fellas. Final seconds. And now Rivera realizes, wait, I can get another combination off. All right, now that's round 1. It's not too late to enter the Fox Bet Super 6 boxing contest. You have a chance to win a $1,000 prize. Download the free app. Answer 6 questions about Durrell versus Kyron Davis later tonight for your chance to win. Here, round number 2, that is Michel Rivera of the Dominican Republic in the white and black trunks. Anthony Mercado of Puerto Rico with the Clubman on the back there, and the green, and a good combination from Clubman there.
Yeah, it was a good combination. You know, this is what he needs to do. He wasn't throwing any punches in the first round, so he needs to do a lot more punches in the second round, because I felt he lost the first round.
Yeah, and Mercado just landed a good, the best punch there after that 1-2 was kind of blocked. It was that liver shot he landed, and Rivera reacted to it slightly, but he reacted to it.
Rivera then going again, spearing toward the lower half, sometimes with a jab to the body. One thing I noticed that he does, Joe, is he'll throw multiple combinations and then finish with like 2 or 3 shots with just the left hand. It's pretty stylish. You don't see a lot of guys doing that.
It really is, and what makes it even more impressive, and it's a great point that you brought up, he only had 23 amateur fights.
Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't he look like a guy who would have like 150, something like that?
Yeah, of course. You know, 3-time national champion.
Right,
you know,
right.
You know, 150 or more fights. You know, all the tournaments. No, that was
Just tripped up there. Yeah,
You know, when it comes to that, he's a natural fighter.
That's
he's
right.
a natural boxer. This is what.
He's counting that as a knockdown?
Listo?
I thought for sure he tripped up. Could have been off a punch, fellas.
Well, he did get hit with a punch. It was kind of behind the head, but yeah. It's a judgment call by the referee.
Take a look. Cuffed him with the right hand, and I think he's still tripped, though.
Yeah,
Would you call that a
I believe
knockdown?
so too. He did trip over his leg, but you know, just to be safe, the referee did count him.
Yeah.
And granted, I want to be good to the referee. To get that in real time is difficult. I know it's not easy. Normally if there's a lag time, you don't count that as a knockdown. Combination there.
You know though, Brian, actually, if you land a punch and somebody goes down, you know, you're supposed to call it a knockdown. I didn't get to see the replay. I was watching the action in the ring, but you know, I did notice.
I think there was a pause, right? I think he landed, paused, trip over the leg, and you make it a judgment call. But
Let's see.
Yeah, it is what it is. No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
we'll take another look.
I heard the swoosh.
Yeah, Mercado should try and be getting Rivera against the ropes and, you know, throw some combinations.
No, he tripped on his leg. They both intertwined legs, both left feet intertwined.
I don't think that should be a knockdown. I don't think we're saying that, right?
Yeah.
Hard to do in real time, but that's how, you know, anytime there's a conversation about replay, and I know they try it in Nevada these days, I'm for it. I think it'll work.
No, let me tell you the problem with that. The problem with that, it makes him look like he lost the round because the referee counted and he touched the canvas. And to the judges, it makes it look...
Trips over the leg of Michel Rivera. It's difficult for the referee, I understand. Edward Calantes there is seeing it in front of him in real time, and he called it a knockdown. But again, Joe Goose and I when he started counting, we were off to talk about something else because, of course, it wasn't a knockdown, and I remained surprised.
Yeah, I mean, even the fighter, when he got up, he, like, offered the gloves to the referee. In other words, wipe my gloves off, let's get back to action. And then he was surprised when he started counting. But, you know, you don't really have a lot of time to argue about it when you're the fighter, you know, because the action has to start again. But, you know, look, it's up to, of course, it was a trip and it wasn't a knockdown. But
Lennox, I want to jump in back with you. I'm sorry, Joe, but Lennox, now he hits low. Believe that was low. His back was to us in the camera. And we'll get to that in a second, but first, Mercado is taking a knee, and he should have 5 minutes.
Okay, queda aquí.
Let's watch again. His back is to the camera. We'll see if it is clearly low, and that is clearly low.
Let me tell you what happened right there. You know, Mercado was holding his head down, so it wasn't really Rivera's fault because of that. So I hope the referee notices that.
Now, Joe, you tell us. I mean, it's like it was in the old days, right? You have 5 minutes to recover from that if you wish to take it, correct?
You do. Now, and you don't always take it, though. I mean,
they never, Joe. They never take it. That's my next point. Is hey, how you feeling? You good? Now, clearly, Mercado is not good. And if I'm in his corner, I would be saying to the ref, hey, get out of his face. Give him 5 minutes. Right. Mercado's not even ready now, and he's pressuring him.
No, because that was really an actual low blow.
Yeah.
But Lennox is right, though, because sometimes when you throw that hook and a guy ducks down underneath it, your tendency is to push down on the back of the neck of the fighter. Good right hand by Rivera. But it did cause him to go lower than he probably was going to go with that left hook.
Oh, no, I'm in agreement. I'm just saying, like, all right, that being done, then give the guy 5 minutes, like stop. Like, I don't know why the referees always look into it. I know usually there's a crowd and it's entertainment, but now, I mean, Mercado is definitely affected by that. I don't know if he's winning the fight anyway. He's not, but still he's affected by getting hit low. He's not the same guy right now.
Yeah, but we don't know how bad it was. You know, he could have been hit on the cup and he just wants that 5 minutes just to rest.
In all fairness, Lennis, you've been in the gym for years, fought for years. How many times in the gym when a guy got hit with a low blow did you ever see him take 5 minutes?
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's usually 20 seconds tops.
That's why, you know, I'm with the referee on that one. Let's get the fight going.
Wow.
But I also know.
I mean, we were wondering where did he exactly hit him. It couldn't have been.
No,
I mean,
right.
we don't know the effect, but it couldn't have been much worse, guys. Come on.
That's why I agree with you on that, Brian. No, that was a real pinpoint shot, even if he did have a little help from Mercado on pushing his neck down.
Beautiful right hand there by Rivera. Rivera's doing outstanding work here. Mercado is just trying to survive. This has been a brutally long round for him.
Yeah, Rivera is very skilled, very quick. He moves well. He sees a lot. He's got good eyes. And, you know, he can basically do anything he wants in this fight. Practice anything he wants. He's got no resistance right now.
Mercado then steps in, as you said that, and tries to answer back, trying to get a little more energy here in the final 35 seconds.
And you saw what happened there, Brian. Ooh, good right. Mercado went down with the left. See, this is the problem. This is the punch that Mercado gets hit with all the time, is that right hand, that low right hand. That's how he got knocked out by Clarence Booth.
Mercado is a very tough fighter, though. He is hung in. He got his bell rung there, no question. And he's come back against a very stylish Michel Rivera. Final seconds of round number 3. There's been a knockdown that he didn't deserve. Got hit low. Didn't deserve that either. But it's a tough fight. In the main event later tonight on Fox, Anthony Durrell against Kyron Davis in the main event. Here, this is the aesthetically pleasing Michel Rivera in the white and black trunks going up against Anthony Mercado, who has really had a tough night. Got ruled a knockdown in the second round where he should have been just ruled a trip. He's in against a very tough fighter. Got hit with a low blow in round 3. And now Joe Goosen, here's round 4. Go get him, kid.
Yeah, look, and I think Lennox said it right. You know, Rivera can do anything he wants with Mercado right now, and I think he's going to continue to do that. But, you know, at a certain point, he should also try to go for the knockout, because he's landed some really good right hands on Mercado, and I think that it would be a big feather in his cap to knock Mercado out if he could, instead of going the distance with him, because he's got a strong right hand. He showed it. He hurt Mercado with it, and I'd like to see him put a little bit more pressure on, because he's too slick for Mercado, and I think he can get away with it if he wants to.
Yeah, you're right, Joe.
Yeah.
He came out. He stepped it up this round. He threw some good body punches. He threw some good jabs, and an overhand right. Now he knows Mercado drops that left hand, so I think that's going to be a sweet punch in a round or so. That's what his corner should tell him to do. You know, go out there and set up for that right overhand right, and throw it a couple more times.
Mercado battling back there, trying to get some scoring shots in. Speaking of which, let's go to Marcos Villegas. Marcos, how do you have it so far?
So far, not a difficult fight to score, Brian. 30-27 for Michel Rivera. You know, he's landing with the overhand, he's landing with the straight, scoring with the jabs, the power jabs to the body overall. It's been all him in this fight.
Marcos, good job on the scoring as usual. I'm sorry I butchered your name earlier.
It's all good.
Too classy to bring it up. I get Goosen right, and I'm working on Lennox. So I've got that so far, but I did not do Marcos any justice earlier. I apologize.
We all make mistakes every so often, Brian.
It happens. Thank you, Joe. Here, Rivera. I tell you what, Rivera, you know what's different is that I know you want him to go for the knockout. He does throw hard, Joe, doesn't he? I mean, he's not just feather dusting. He needs to plant and throw and hit.
He's heavy-handed. He's got 12 knockouts in his 19 wins. And I got to tell you something. Mercado went down to the body shot again, and we were talking about keeping that right hand up. And Rivera's caught him like at least 2 or 3 times now, going to that body shot with that right hand on. He's catching him and he's buzzing him with it. And so it's not just the right hand. He's catching him with that low right hand too when Mercado tries to go to the body with the left hook. So these are adding up, and I think in the next round or 2, he's going to try to probably take Mercado out.
Yeah, you know one thing that I see with Rivera as well, he's got good defense. He blocks punches very well.
Oh, yeah.
He's got good eyes.
Final seconds here. It's been
There's
a good
that overhand right.
Good showcase for Rivera. And there is Michel Rivera. And as you're watching him, Joe Goosen, Lennox Lewis, I'm Brian Kenny. I could just see, like, fade this to black and white, get some smoke in the arena. Madison Square Garden, the 60s.
Right.
Floyd Patterson coming in, Emil Griffith, maybe Ali in the early years when he was Cassius Clay. It just he just looks like a throwback 1967 fighter, and a good-looking fighter as well.
Yes, that's true. The only problem with that, the gloves are bigger in this era.
We'd have to adjust that with wardrobe. You're right, Lex. We could fix that. Round number 5. Again, we've seen a lot. We've seen a low blow, knockdown that was dubious, but overall, just a good showcase. And by the way, Rivera is fighting here at 140 pounds, and he's a little above that, but he could get in at lightweight. And Joe Goosen, lightweight is happening right now with Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Davis, all these big stars there. You wonder where he could go in the next few years. He's only 22, but you wonder where he could go.
Well, chances are he's not going to go down in weight, you know, in the next few years. You tend to grow and get bigger and stronger.
You don't think he could get to 135 again? Because he's been at 135.
He's only 22 years old right now. You know, by the time he's 24, he's going to be growing. I mean, that's just what happens. Very few guys stay at the same weight year after year, especially when they go from 20 to 23, 23 to 26. I've just seen that progression too many times. It's hard, and you do yourself and your fighter a disservice by draining him too much. And
he does have the frame of a guy who'd be almost a welterweight. You look at his shoulders, right?
Exactly right. That's what I'm saying. He's going to grow into that way. When I used to watch De La Hoya at 130, I go, huh, he's a welterweight in a 30-pound. You know, he has a 47-pound body and a 30-pound.
That's why that's why he was just dropping guys, right? At 130, it was unfair what Oscar was doing to guys.
Yeah, he was so big. You know, 5'11" at 130. Come on, you know.
Rivera just landed 2 great right hands over the top, and that's what he needs to do. He should throw one down to the body and then come over top and confuse him a little bit.
Well, what needs to really be done, I mean, to make this fight not so lopsided as Mercado to really get moving. I mean, you say, well, what could he do, basically, because he's got such a good, sharp, athletic
Joe, what
guy
would you tell him to do?
Well, and that's just it. He's limited in his skills right now. He's just a beat behind on his offense against the defensive skills of Rivera. Rivera's got the hand speed and you know, right there, he just snuck in a beautiful right hand. And Mercado really doesn't have the defense to stop it.
Right, and you know what Mercado's doing wrong too? He's allowing him to Rivera to box in the middle of the ring. He's got to give him some pressure. He's got to push him to the ropes.
Well, he's getting hit so much right now, and this is where I say the knockout's coming. If it does, I mean, it's going to come in the next round or two, possibly. Like that right hand. See,
I was going to say that's a mistake for him to go against the ropes like that.
Yeah, but he's getting pushed to the ropes right now. You know, he's really got no choice. In an opening, he'll make one. Rivera, you know?
And we just saw there too, Joe, just a beautiful, like, doubling up on the hooks to the body, like just staying there. I mean, that's why he just educated beyond his years and his amateur record. Good right hand at the end of a combination.
Well, you see
and a hook to the body.
You see Rivera coming out now. He's looking for the knockout. You can just tell by his body language. He knows he's landing hard. And he wants to take Mercado out of there right now.
Yeah.
Able to weave under the hook as well and land his own hook. Now he comes in straight right hand, beautiful off the jab.
That's it. There you go.
Yeah.
And now Mercado goes down, takes a knee, and needs a moment to recuperate.
Well, you know Rivera's heavy-handed. He's a knockout puncher himself.
Ven, 6 mis manos. Okay, let's go.
Want to see if he's okay. Mercado just needed a breather, and actually not a bad move. If you're getting beaten down and you're trying to survive, you know, why not? A lot of times you just stand there and take your beating. He tried to give himself a little bit of a blow, Joe.
Yeah, I think one thing that he's doing wrong, Mercado, is putting up his hands. He's basically saying, you know, I don't want to get hit in my face. So what does Rivera do? He hits him to the body.
Yeah,
I don't think they were trying to rough each other up. I just want to describe what's happening, guys. Kind of a takedown there, but I don't think Rivera meant to. They just got tangled up, and Mercado's legs just aren't what they were. Hard hook, and the end could be near here. We got a lot of time left in the round 6.
Yeah,
hard right hand by Rivera. Mercado now trying to rough him up, and now he's holding. But he's just trying to survive, and you can tell the body work as well has kind of wilted him.
Yeah.
Another hard body shot with the right hand.
He's literally, Rivera, teeing off on Mercado right now. Held out his left hand to measure and threw a right uppercut. He's just doing what he wants right now, and you know,
Mercado's thinking defense right now when he needs to try and think of some type of offense.
Boy.
You wonder, too, if his corner is thinking about it.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say
because,
that.
like, he doesn't have the energy anymore, and he's just trying his best, but he could get popped easy here. He's trying. He's talking to Rivera, but you might, if you're in the corner, you might start thinking about it, right?
Yeah, because look, he's holding on when he gets in close to Rivera. He's holding on for dear life, to tell you the truth. He's not going to land anything of any substance from the outside. Although I can't discount that. I mean, he could possibly, but it certainly doesn't look likely.
Now Rivera wades in and gets off with a body attack, brutal body attack, up top with the right hand as well. Mercado in the final 30 seconds here. It's only an 8-round fight. We're in round 6. But that's a long way to go, the way Rivera is just teeing off and getting full leverage on these shots.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to take any more of these.
Counter hook. Mercado's head snaps back from the hook.
Well, they both threw hooks there, and it looked like Mercado kind of landed his hook, but off the gloves.
Final seconds. Mercado has survived, but you wonder how much longer. Against Anthony Durrell. That is Michel Rivera. As we continue on with this fight, Rivera is just delivering a beatdown, round number 7 on Anthony Mercado, who came in strong, fighting his very best, but you see the punches landed. It's basically 2-1.
Yeah.
And Michel Rivera just looks dynamite so far in this fight.
And you can tell Mercado, he's waiting for Rivera to throw a punch so he can counter punch, because he's not being able to outbox him. So he's waiting so he can feel a punch before he throws a punch.
Yeah, no, Mercado actually threw a good counter left hook, as you were saying, right off the ropes towards the end of the last round. Except, you know, Rivera's a very smart fighter. He had that right hand up really high as he threw his own left hook. And it was hard to tell who actually landed that, but I know Mercado did not land his left hook because it was blocked. I didn't see if Rivera landed his, though.
Yeah.
But he's been landing everything else.
Like I said, Rivera can do anything he wants in there. Right now, he's working on the jab to the body. You know, if I was in his corner, I would say keep on throwing that jab, mixing it up from up and down, head and body, and then come across with that right hand.
You saw the unofficial card from Marcos Villegas, as Mercado took a knee in round 6, so another 10-8 round. He didn't deserve the 10-8 round in round 2, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Rivera's winning every round. It's just a matter of how he finishes this fight. And you know Mercado, again, to put yourself in his shoes, he wants to finish this fight on his feet.
He does. Look,
Point of pride, point of professional pride, right, Joe?
Well, yeah, and look, he came in great shape. You cannot take these type of punches over this many rounds and get hit square like that by a knockout puncher without being in great shape. So they came here to win. He just doesn't have the talent to keep up with a guy like Rivera, who's something special, by the way. This is not just because Mercado is really bad. It's because Rivera is really good, and he's only 22 years old. I really like this guy. He's one of the top young guys I've seen in a while. And
you know what, too? It's right there. There's kind of that classical fight style by him. That's why I said aesthetically pleasing, Michel Rivera. You know, he's just the way he boxes, just nicely to watch.
I think what's going to be good is when Rivera gets in there with a guy as talented as him, because you know, it's like when you see two guys of that type of talent at the top,
you can actually see what's there, the boxing style and the talent.
Final 30 seconds of round number 7, again scheduled for 8. And Michel Rivera, 19-0. He's 22 years old in the white trunks, looking to finish the job on a very game Anthony Mercado, who's gotten beaten up in this fight, but has seemed to be able to stabilize here in round 7. Good hard right hand to the body sends Mercado back. Final seconds, and Mercado has gotten through 7 rounds. Yeah, he looks like Felix Trinidad, we know. Kind of has the trunks like Muhammad Ali. Very classic. And for those just joining us now on Fox, you see the respect and the sportsmanship there. Brian Kenny here with Lennox Lewis, former heavyweight champion Joe Goosen, trainer of champions. Joe Goosen, you tell me, just I use the term aesthetically pleasing by the man in the white trunks. Tell us what you think of Michel Rivera.
Oh, like I said, I think at 22 years old, he's really fights above his years right now. He only had 23 amateur fights, which is just incredible to think of, because he's very poised, he's very slick. He's accurate with his punches, and he's got a nice variety of punches. Plus, his defense is really impeccable. You saw him just block that right hand very easily and then counter with the left hook. I mean, it just happened in a split second. But he's capable of doing that. And give this kid another 5, 6, 7, 8 fights, and he's going to be unstoppable.
And Lennox, he's been dedicated to the body as well. He's not just a headhunter up on his toes. He plants and goes to the body. What do you think of him?
Yeah, I think he's great. I think he throws great jabs, great movement, got great eyes, and he throws good combinations. And he notices things. You know, he notices that Mercado drops that left hand a little bit, and he notices that he can come over with the right hand and catch him, so he's throwing some good combinations, and hopefully he gets back to that overhand right, because that's a sweet punch for him, and it was very successful.
Mercado basically in survival mode here in the last round. He was knocked down in the second round. Probably not a good call. He really just tripped, but it was ruled a knockdown. He took a knee in the 6th round. Really a fait accompli here. He's not winning any rounds, just trying to survive, and Rivera trying to move on and get to 20-0. But it is a pleasure to watch Michel Rivera do his work.
Yeah, he's very well trained. You know, he's got Herman Caicedo in his corner, who's been training a lot of great guys. He really brings he never brings anything but talented guys to the fight. And
Mercado's hurt. He ate a right hand and he could go down. He's wobbling now. Referee is moving in. Mercado now down on his knee.
Yeah, I think the referee's...
No, he's calling that inadvertent, which it was, but he is getting beaten down. Body shots, head shot with the right hand here. 45 seconds left in this fight. Can Mercado survive?
There's a lot of time for Rivera to take him out, and that's it right there.
And he just crumbles in the corner.
That's it.
Just crumbles, and the fight is over.
No, the referee did a good job there.
Edward Cayantes calls it, when a man collapses in the corner, that does it. I mean, that was all the will that Mercado had. And for those of you just joining us saying, why did he stop that way? If you've watched the whole fight, you'd understand. So a stoppage there, should have been stopped, and it was. Michel Rivera gets the victory. We'll look back to Jimmy Lennon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 26 seconds in round number 8. Our referee in charge, Edward Cayantes, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Michel La Zarza Rivera.
And that is a fighter you want to see again. And to your point, Joe, right, he did trip, he got into the corner, he did protest, Mercado did. Yeah. But this is a guy who also took a knee in the round 6, and his body just collapsed as well.
Exactly.
So there we go. We're done. Hey, for those of you watching on FS1, jump over to Fox after this commercial break. We'll show you the rest of tonight's fight action. Just getting started. 2 teen sensations and Anthony Durrell in the main event. Over on Fox. We'll see you there.